genuinely want to put a disclaimer out. There are some moments and descriptions in the book which are incredibly hard. Any idea what damage this book is going to cause to my one thing, and that is we should all strive to be voice for those who cannot speak for them. Ensure a safe space for every individual. Hi, there are some books that make us laugh, there are some books that make us cry, and then there are the ones that tear our heart and soul apart. This is one such book. I'm not even exaggerating, and I genuinely want to put a disclaimer out there before you choose to dive straight into this book, that if you're not in a good mental state, then I would recommend you not picking this book, because it's not just a story per se. It's a haunting account of unimaginable child abuse, trauma, suffering, exploitation that perhaps it will take you days to fathom and shed what you've just read. It's definitely one of those books which wouldn't not let you shed your tears. It's that painful. A Child Called It by Dave Pelzer chronicles the most toughest and darkest days of Dave's childhood. He had to go through a lot. Dave's childhood was not normal. He was the subject of the relentless mistreatment and abuse by his alcoholic mother. Dave in his own house was treated just like an object. He was tortured to such an extent that he had almost given up the hope of surviving, let alone living. You know, his mother was so problematic that she had developed these systematic approaches and plans to torture Dave. Once you read this book, you will realize that there are some moments in the book which are incredibly hard to read and swallow. The descriptions of brutality, torture are so vivid, raw, unfiltered, and deeply disturbing that you as reader sometimes would want to close the book, shut down the book, and look away. But at the same time, you feel this urgency and responsibility to bear witness to Dave's story, because it's not just a story of Dave Pelzer or of any one particular child, but of many such children who suffer in silence without even being seen or heard. Honestly speaking, guys, I didn't have any idea what damage this book is going to cause to my heart, but post finishing this book, I couldn't help but question ourselves that how do we ensure a safe space for everyone where nobody feels unsafe, unheard, unseen? How do we ensure a safe environment for every child where they are nurtured, cared, respected, and loved? However, what truly stayed with me is Dave's resilience and determination to survive. Despite all odds and everything going against him, he didn't succumb to the darkness but chose to survive and lend voice to others. And this book definitely, in all true sense, has taught me one thing, and that is we should all strive to be voice for those who cannot speak for themselves. So this was my overall experience. I'm not going to rate this book because it wasn't a review per se, because I feel that such a deep personal memoir cannot be reviewed. So yeah, this was all what I felt post reading this book. However, I would want to reiterate this for one more time, that if you are willing to pick this book up for yourself, then please consider picking it only if you are in a good mental state. Otherwise, skip this for some time. But one thing is for sure, that once you read this book, you will learn a lot of things, and it is one of those books that will stay with you for a long time. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful in any way, or if you like my content, then please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. You can also reach out to me on Instagram. I'll mention the IG handle somewhere here. So yeah, until then, be safe, do well, keep connected, and thank you.